Morning. Start out with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You know, it's a beautiful morning here in Phoenix. The sun's out. It's starting to warm up a little bit. And the sky is amazing. It's fucking amazing. There's not a cloud at all. A couple of chemtrails over there on the left, but there ain't much up there. It's just a pretty blue. Just had some eggs for breakfast. Bought some hard-boiled eggs over at the store. Grateful for that. Didn't realize that was going to be part of this, but I was sitting here and I realized I just got thoughts pinging in and out of my head. And I'm thinking back to my first meetings with AA and how much wisdom I got from them collectively. I would hear one thing one day and one thing another day, and I'd take those words home and put them in my pocket and take them home with me. And each time that I would crash again, start using it again, and, I'd crash eventually, get to a point where I just didn't want to do it anymore. Well, it got a little easier to go back to those rooms because it's hard. It's real hard. All you know is ripping and running. And, and if that's you, you know what I'm talking about. But that's all you know at some point. And then after a couple of meetings, a couple of tries, maybe not even a try, maybe just to fucking walk in, have a cup of coffee, listen for an hour, and don't go back. And whatever it takes to get you there, because it'll get easier to go back. And as you do, you're going to see people who are succeeding. They're getting clean. It's powerful. And they're teaching people about God or a higher power, because they don't use that word. I use that word. That's my word. I walk with my God. I believe it. I know I talk with him. It took me a long time to know that. Anyway, I don't know. Sorry. It's hard because I sat here by myself and just realized that I got thoughts coming in my head and words coming out of my mouth. And it sounded like some kind of, and I wanted to journal, but I can't keep a journal. Just somebody inevitably wants my passwords. Worse than I can defend myself from a pack of wild dogs. It's like having a steak or a pound of hamburger in your fucking backpack, and you got a pack of wild dogs around you. You know what I mean? Like, forget it. It's insanity. But I'm pretty much sober today. Well, we all know I smoke my weed. Whatever. I have a beer if I feel like it, but I don't even abuse that. But whatever. It's not in my. I don't. There's better things out there for me. I know that. And I lose focus when I do those things. So that's why I like my marijuana. I focus more. I smoke and I sit here and I talk to God. And I couldn't do that before those meetings and before any of it. And it took a long, long time for me. You know, I'm a stubborn son of a bitch. And I'm set in my ways. And I feel like I know what's right and I know what's wrong. And I don't need anybody to tell me what is right or wrong. Because I have a compass that sends me in the right direction. I want to say 100% of the time, but I would be a liar. I'm human. I don't know. Enough that I feel real good about it. You know, inevitably, that's what I want to do is what's right, and what's just, and what's God's will. Because I know that's just going to help us all the way around. You know, it's a knowing. I know what He's done in my life. And I see so many others that I've met along the way who have touched the same pavement, you know, like it's a common thing out there. You know what I mean? Like we all grew up in this wild ass world, and it was safe to be wild back then, or safer, but it's not anymore, and it's never gonna be if we don't put the kibosh on a lot of shit right now. And we need to pump up and stay with what works. You know, like I don't know. You know, and I can tell you this, you know, I've heard people say, oh, I don't even have $1 for the meeting. Listen, you don't need $1 for the meeting. Stick around for a while and you're gonna have your own money and take care of it then. But if you stick around, these people are gonna show you a way to live. You're gonna figure it out. And I hope one day you get to sit and look at the beautiful sky and the mountains over here in the distance. And it's a fucking beautiful place up here or down here. Like I'd never been. Mesmerizing. Fucking mesmerizing. Confusing. But just being in a new city, you know, flying in and just getting off the fucking plane is crazy. It's crazy. Especially with no money. It's a hard way to go. But I don't know. Keep telling myself that I'm learning. I know that when I can sit here and have a TED talk in my fucking mind, like incredible, and you know, and it pains me that I don't have a journal and I don't have these things that I would, if I could custom order this trip, there'd be things that I would bring with me, and they'd be things to help me heal. You know, a good journal, a locking bag, GPS on it, fucking all kinds of shit. Okay, but a guitar, you know what I mean? Different things that I think would make this like livable. Because it's not right now. It's really not. Surviving. But it's killing me every day. I'm getting weaker. Walking too far, too fucking tired, too hard to get food, too hard to get drink. Everything's hard. Wears a bitch down. I don't care who you are. That shit wears you down day in, day out. That's what these people are living out here. It's fucking wrong. It's fucking wrong. I see some of these people tough as nails because they gotta be. Because they gotta be. But they don't gotta be. We just gotta fix it. Not abuse. You know, open up fucking, you know, shelters that aren't even going to help people, just to pay somebody, give people jobs and pay people so they can be your eyes and your ears or whatever it is you need from them. Like there's tons of that going on. Okay. And then when people are out here and need these things, you tell them, you call 211. You call 211, you get an automated thing, you leave a message, and they call you back in a day, two. But, God forbid the weather's bad or something crazy happens. Lose your wallet, or you ain't got money for a fucking donut in the morning. Fucking fall over and die out here. You can't always, like last night I tried to get back to the shelter. I couldn't even get back to the fucking shelter. Ended up in a Mexican swap meet. Are you fucking kidding me? And it was all fenced in and it closed off so you couldn't see either side of the fence. So you could never get your bearings. There's just no way to get your bearings. And that's like a problem in the city too. These buildings it'll take a long time to get to know where these buildings are, especially when you're getting off the subway. You don't get a view of the stuff as you're going by it, the same as with the trains. It's not like you're driving it and you stop at the stoplight and you look at the little store on the right and the dry cleaner on the left, and oh yeah, that's right, I hit this every morning. That's that corner where there's a dry cleaner and whatever, or the 7-Elevens at the next one, or the Citgo, or whatever. You pick up shit as you're driving, and this is why I go back to the internet. Okay. Now, you remember, I don't know, some of you guys, most of you guys, I don't know who I'm talking to. But if you're my age, you remember paper maps, obviously. I mean, most people, I would say, have had some experience with paper maps. When you pick up a paper map, what's the first thing you do? You don't have to really look at the chart. You just see how the words are written. And if it's right side up, it's right side up. So then when your eyes go down, they scale down the map, right? And they get to a place, whatever that may be on that map. And you see a lake on the right side of it, and you see something else on the left side of it, and you see the name of it. Okay, so now you have a point, right? You have a point on that map. And your mind is focused on that point on that map. It knows there's a lake on the right. It knows the words are on top. It knows that map is got north going up, south going down, east is to the right, and west is to the left. And it's always going to be that way, right? You can walk off, go get yourself a drink, scream and yell at the kids, yell at the dog, the cats, all of it. And come back, and that map is exactly like you left it. And there's that spot on that fucking map with what? A lake to the right, the words to the left. Just like it was when you fucking left it. That's how your mind is set up to work. Not this craziness on these fucking phones. They spin around in circles. You get to a stoplight and whatever it does, it just flips. And it takes out some of the words and it puts another dot on it or another marker of some kind. Or takes away a marker that's no longer there that you saw the first time you opened it. And that in itself is such a break in the natural process of thought, okay? So, I talk a lot about this internet, but I mean this, and I mean this so I can't express to you how much I know it's a bad thing. And every day I get these, like this map thing. Tell me I'm wrong in any of that. I will gladly sit down and talk to you. Forget it. Tell me I'm wrong.